The Great Speed Scale, written and told by Boyd Connor. The morning mist still clung to the valleys of Sodor as Henry, pulling a long line of goods wagons, puffed steadily towards Knapford. He was feeling strong and on schedule, the rhythmic chuff of his engine a familiar sound across the peaceful landscape. Suddenly, a cheerful whistle echoed from behind. Neville, a more recent addition to the North Western Railway, steamed past with a train of empty flatbed, his pace noticeably quicker. "Morning, Henry," Neville called out, a playful glint in his lamp. "Making good time, are we?" A flicker of his competitiveness sparked within Henry. He prided himself on his efficiency. "Indeed, Neville. Important goods must be delivered promptly." Neville chuckled. "Well, I got a bit of time to spare. Let's see who can reach the next signal box first." And with that, Neville increased his speed, his wheels spinning a little faster on the rails. Henry, despite his initial resurgence about rushing, found himself opening his regulator a much further. He wasn't about to be shown up by a newer engine, but the gentle rhythm of his journey transformed into a more urgent beat as he matched Neville's pace. Soon, the two engines were racing side by side, their funnels billowing plumes of steam into the morning air. The familiar scenery of Sodor flashed by in a blur. The clickety-clack of their wheels became a rapid, almost frantic sound. A flock of sheep grazing nearby scattered an alarm. A track worker looked up, his face etched with concern as the two engines roared past at an uncharacteristic speed. As they approached the series of bends near Maron, the danger of their actions became apparent. The course required careful navigation, but their speed made the engine sway precariously. Henry, with his heavier load, felt alert, and the goods in his wagon battled dangerously. Neville, though lighter, struggled to maintain a steady line. "Neville, this is madness," Henry called out. His voice strained against the wind and the roar of the boilers. "We're going too fast." But Neville, caught up in the flow of the moment, seemed oblivious. He pushed his boiler harder, determined to win the in-front race. Suddenly, a signal ahead turned sharply to red. It was for a junction where a branch line diverged. Because of their excessive speed, neither Henry nor Neville had seen it in time. With a screech of their brakes, both engines fought to stop. Wheels locked, sending sparks flying from the rails as the chains lurched violently. They shuddered to a halt just short of the junction, the near miss leaving them both shaking and their firebox filled with a cold dread. The fat controller arrived swiftly, his face stern. He had been alerted by concerned signalmen along the line. "Henry, Neville, what was the meaning of this reckless behaviour?" he boomed, his voice echoing across the quiet countryside. "Racing on my railway at speeds that endanger yourselves and others." Both engines could only hang their smoke boxes in shame. We got carried away, sir," Neville admitted quietly. Henry added, his voice subdued. "It won't happen again, sir. We understand the importance of safety." The fat controller looked at them both, his expression softening slightly. "Indeed you must. Speed is useful, but it must always be controlled and responsible. The railway is a place of work, and safety is always the priority. Now get yourself back on schedule, and let this be a lesson to you both." Humbled and impassioned, Henry and Neville continued their journey, the thrill of their dangerous race, the replaced by a newfound respect for the rules and the potential consequences for their actions. The Veils of Sodor were meant to be reliable further, not reckless speed.